Springer took care of business, obviously.
Let's go! Let's go, Blue Jays! Let's go, Blue Jays!
We're very apologetic to our neighbors.
Yep.
Hello, my friends, and welcome to Blue Jays Today, where we always have something to say about the Toronto Blue Jays. I'm your host, Nicholas Blaylock.
And I'm your host, Adam Peddle. And today, guys, we have a lot to break down with Blue Jays baseball. Incredible week for Blue Jays baseball. And as well, everything baseball around the league. We're going to talk about all the hot teams and stuff. I can't wait to dive into it. But before we dive into it, make sure, guys, to like, comment, subscribe, hit that post notification bell button to get updated as we're getting so close to the postseason. This is August baseball right here. Winning baseball, pennant race baseball. I'm loving it, and I'm all for it. All right, guys. So first off, speaking of pennant race baseball, Blue Jays are in a pennant race with the New York Yankees. And the Yankees keep catching COVID. Anthony Rizzo is on the COVID IL after having an incredible time with the Yankees.
He was freaking hot. He was showing them why they traded for him. An OPS over 980, 3 home runs in like roughly just over 30 at-bats. He was hot as hell. So this is definitely a loss for the Yankees. Now, it's not all bad, though, because him going down means that Luke Voit actually becomes activated. And we haven't seen a lot of Luke Voit this year, but as a lot of us remember from last year, he was a monster, led the league in home runs. So if he could just get a strong footing in there, then I feel like the Yankees won't miss Anthony Rizzo at all. But I'm also like, why don't you like Luke Voit that much? Because they were trying to trade this guy.
Well, that's the thing. Well, I mean, I guess maybe they wanted to win now. Like, that was their window, right? So, like, trading him might get him a piece that's healthy, that's not for sure lock.
Yeah.
But if we're talking about longevity, like, this guy is on arbitration years, and he's not young. He's, like, in his 30s, but he's still a good player.
Really good.
He's still a good player, and hopefully he could finally come back for the Yankees' sake. But let's say he does, though. Yeah. Let's say he does. Yeah. What happens? Let's say he comes out and he's hot, like over a 1 OPS. What do they do?
I mean, you'd have to find a way to fit Rizzo and him in whenever Rizzo comes back.
I guess like DH, like maybe Luke or whoever's the worst defender, and then like put
and Stanton's just gonna have to play outfield
in
the
outfield.
That's just gonna be what it is.
It's like, sorry, like we have no other we have no other option.
The thing is, right? It's like the Yankees lineup. Like, obviously they have some incredible name value, but not all of them are hitting their potential. So if they did have Luke Voit come and hit his actual potential, they have to include him in the lineup. Currently, these guys are 61 and 50. They are 2 games back of wild card, just half a game up on your Toronto Blue Jays, and it is slightly concerning because they are definitely hot right now. An 8-2 record in their last 10. They did drop a game today. However, big boy Garrett Cole should be returning pretty soon. Montgomery should be returning pretty soon. So that's going to be big stuff for the Yankees, even though they're losing Anthony Rizzo.
Yeah. Also, a little side note: Roldis Chapman, he's on the IL too for them. So that's a little something, a little tidbit out there.
Damn.
Injuries and COVID, man. That's something that the Toronto Blue Jays haven't had too much issues with.
We've dodged the COVID bullets.
With COVID, like Teoscar Hernandez, and that was about it.
Right. Yeah.
But I'm glad he's back and he's good.
Totally.
No one else.
Totally, exactly. So we'll see what happens with the Yankees. Critical times for them right now. They gotta be catching dubs and not catching COVID.
Nice.
Okie doke, buddy. A team that is catching a lot of dubs right now. The Cincinnati Reds, a 5-game win streak. And we recently did a podcast. We did this like literally earlier this week. And it was about the San Diego Padres and whether they will or will not make postseason. And at that time, this was like mid last week.
Yeah.
The Reds were 5 games back.
Yeah.
Now they're 2.
Yeah, they're so close, guys. They've won 11 of the last 13. They're hot as ever. 61 and 51. Very close to that Yankee record. But that is incredible. I don't really know where to pinpoint it, to be honest. Like, I know Molly had a decent outing this Sunday.
Yeah, it was great.
It was a great outing. And then Castellanos still being good. Like, obviously, Joey Votto this last week has been unreal.
Winker's still doing it. I own him in fantasy. He's still getting it all done.
Yeah, so it's like, wow, like, this is actually a realistic realistic possibility that they might take over that San Diego Padres wildcard spot.
It's very possible right now, man, because it kind of a similar thing is happening, and we're going to touch on the NL East a little bit, but it feels like the Padres' momentum is slowly going down, whereas the Reds is just skyrocketing right now. So, I mean, it could happen. It really could happen. If all of these guys keep doing what they are doing, it's a real possibility.
It's a possibility. And you want to hear about possibilities of winning a division? The Philadelphia Phillies are taking over the NL East this week. What the heck?
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, you'd ask me that? Absolutely not. Actually, 2 weeks ago, I would have said the Mets are making postseason.
Yeah. I mean, we look like we got egg on our face, big guy, because we made a freaking video saying both of us are like, they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. And yeah, I mean, like, we're a bunch of dummies.
Why are you watching us?
Yeah.
Idiots here. Idiots.
The Philadelphia Phillies are now at the top of the division. They swept the New York Mets. They swept them. They are on an 8-game win streak. Yeah,
incredible.
They are hot.
And they're doing it off an incredible pitching performance by Zach Wheeler. 8 innings, 11 strikeouts. Dang, that is good. Now they're at 59 and 53, and Mets 56 and 55. Mets are third now.
Mets are third.
Now.
It was a very quick shift, guys.
Wow.
But it is, if you blink, you missed it. It's happened. The Braves are higher than the Mets right now.
What?
I mean, like, we might need to do another podcast reevaluating this Mets
For
team.
real, man.
Honestly, title, what the hell is wrong with the New York Mets?
Yeah, what is wrong?
Answer, I'm not really sure.
Honestly, like, if I were to just bullshit right now, the offense sucks. I heard it from Tyler Wardy. He was like, the offense is non-existent. DeGrom is hurt, so that's one game you're automatically losing. So yeah, it's tough. out there.
You know what? I
don't
want to say it's definitely not like this division, but the division Dallas Cowboys, Philadelphia Eagles in football, the one last year where the Washington football team snuck in the playoffs. I mean, the NL East reminds me a lot of that right now.
It's not like that because they're all losing records and everything, but I know what you mean. It's like anyone who just goes a little bit over 500, like literally
going to take this division.
Philly's 6 games above 500.
Yeah,
they're in the first place spot. Blue Jays 10 games. We're in fourth. That doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make any sense, guys. Stay tuned for tomorrow, though. We're gonna have a podcast coming out talking about these Phillies and giving our full opinion on whether or not they can hold on to this spot.
Absolutely.
What else do you got, my friend?
Little tidbits here. We just faced the Boston Red Sox, who desperately need a starter. They got one coming soon. Chris Sale is going to start next Saturday versus the Orioles. Obviously, if you haven't known, Chris Sale got Tommy John. He's finally almost done recovering. And in the minors, he struck out 35 batters in 20 innings.
Jesus.
35 and 20 innings. Almost 2 an inning.
That is Chris Sale stuff right there. That is Chris Sale stuff. And we were talking about it on our live today. And this really holds true. You need him to come back, and you need him to give you that boost. I think that if Chris Sale comes out firing on all cylinders, then this team is not only picking up the dubs when he's on the mound, but it's also just going to be that much more of a momentum booster to have a guy like this, to have an all-star back leading your squad. I really, truly think it is critical for these Red Sox going down the stretch.
Because they didn't make a trade at the trade deadline, and this is basically like getting a trade, but almost for free in a way, because it's been so long. Of course, he's getting paid millions.
He's getting paid a lot.
But no, that's good for the Red Sox. It's very good for the Red Sox.
A couple other injury news. Javi Baez left today's game. I mean, we're talking about the Mets. Their big trade acquisition. Now, I don't know how serious this is. Hip tightness, but obviously you do not want to see the guy that you just went and traded for go down, especially when you're kind of sputtering along like this. So hopefully he gets back soon.
Yeah, for real. Also, little note. Giants, first team to 70 wins. They're 71 and 41.
Wow.
30 games above 500.
I mean, we put them, like 5th, 6th in our power rankings last week?
Yeah,
and there were some comments saying you guys are sleeping on them, and frankly, I mean you're totally right.
You're absolutely.
Absolutely right.
Look, because I look over at their team on paper. It's kind of like the Rays in a way. I'm like on paper. I'm like, I mean, not much is going on here.
Doesn't make sense.
But they're winning.
But they're winning. Kicking ass. They're winning more than anyone right now. So San Fran, excellent job, my friends. We won't sleep on you any longer.
No, you are gonna definitely. You could be a World Series star.
100%.
Especially if
100%.
the Dodgers or in like maybe Padres, maybe Reds, whoever it is getting that last wild card spot are fighting it out, then it's like, all right, well, you could lose the Dodgers right away.
Possible.
In a wild card game. Why are the Dodgers in a wild card game right now?
Because San Fran's too good.
San Fran. That's insane.
San Fran's too good.
That's insane. And San Fran has had the Dodgers numbers all season.
Yep.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Well, shout out San Fran.
It is crazy. It is crazy, dude.
All right.
Okay. Blue Jays time.
Oh, yeah. Let's transition to the BJs.
Let's transition to the freaking Blue Jays. So, big week for the Toronto Blue Jays.
Yeah,
this past week, they did exactly what we predicted on this show. Did we both say 6-2?
I believe so.
Yeah.
And we even said with the potential of sweeping both those series with a chance, but 6-2. And they did it.
6-2, and they went out and they got it done.
And they did. They got it done. Obviously, today was a big sweater.
Wow.
We could have looked at 5-3, but instead of 6-2, looks a lot better with a nice record of 60-50.
Yes.
We're going to talk about that game in a second, but let me paint the picture for you right now. Wild card, games back, 2.5. We are 2.5. Boston, they're up half a game. Only up half a game. Oakland is right there, obviously. And then New York is right ahead of us, 2 games back. So it is tight now. Now that we've taken advantage of Boston, and they're going to be facing the Rays coming up soon, and the Rays are hot. The same hotness as the Yankees and the Blue Jays, 8-2 in their last 10.
Wow.
So the division's getting hot, bro.
It is, yeah. Everyone is getting hot at the exact same time. Every team knows how crucial this time is. We said they had to go out and be 6-2, and it was so critical because when we were in the 6th, the 7th inning, and we were down to those Red Sox today, obviously, bless him, George Springer, earning his money, wins us the game with that massive home run, and makes us 6-2 on the week.
Yeah.
But if we were 5-3, we don't gain any ground this week.
No.
We don't gain anything.
Yeah, in fact, it's like, you can push us a game away from the Boston extra game because they're our competition. And if we realistically want to get into the wild card spot,
then we have to beat them.
Boston has to go.
Yes.
There's just no way around it. There's literally no way around it, especially with the Yankees being as hot as they are. There's no way around it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that game. Let's talk about that Sunday game.
I wanna.
Let's do it. It's so much to break down, man. First of all, obviously, we were down 7-2, and that's because of Ryu getting roughed up.
It was
hard.
the worst outing I've seen from him in a long time. Stuff was being left over the heart of the plate, and every single time he did it, those Boston Red Sox took advantage of him. They were just slapping singles.
That's
they were all going to like the same place pretty much, but they were stringing them all together. You look at that Boston lineup. I forget how many hits they had, but it was like 15 plus.
It was a lot.
It was a crap load, man. Ryu did not look sharp. It's too bad.
Well, here's the thing. Like, he made good pitches. He put it on the corner, but even one pitch against Xander Bogaerts was like a foot off the plate. But because they shortened up, they choked up on the bat, and they just slapped their singles all day long. That's how you beat Hyun-Jin Ryu.
Yeah.
That's all you do. I haven't seen this bad of an outing since the wild card game last year. Like that one is probably up there for me.
Yeah. I mean, they just kind of figured him out today. I'm not concerned long term. This is Ryu we're talking about. The ERA still a mid-3, still very good. He's just honestly, Boston has got his number so far this season. They destroyed him one of the other outings that he had against them. So it is what it is.
Yeah, and then one of the things we brought up in the live show is that if we were to face Boston in a wild card series, it's a question for you guys too in the chat.
Yeah.
Do you pitch Ryu in that one game?
Yeah, and for me, I'm leaning more and more towards potentially a Barrios, depending on how he does down the stretch. I also wouldn't be opposed to a Robbie Ray either. But I mean, I really liked the pitch mix, the sequencing that I saw from Barrios, his outing this week. Only 1 run over 6 innings. It was awesome.
He was awesome.
And he just really did have them all crossed up. The only 1 run that he gave up was off of a Verdugo single shot. I mean, you can give up solo homers. It's no big deal. So,
absolutely.
Ray or Barrios,
Yeah.
depending on who's hotter at that time, probably one of them.
I absolutely agree. And then after Ryu left the game, we put in Murphy. We put in Snead, put in Dolis. Really good work from the lower half of our bullpen, only giving up 1 run.
Yeah.
And that's crucial. I mean, we won by 1 run, so of course that's crucial.
Yeah.
No, good work by those guys.
I love Dolis.
Dolis has been looking so much better, guys.
Yeah.
Like, for real, we need to give him a little bit more credit now.
Absolutely.
Because he's healed up. The injury is healed up. And now, his last 8 outings, scoreless.
Yep. And
Amazing.
this outing here, I mean, he ended up in a high leverage situation.
Yes.
Being only
2 down.
Two down on the runs, and it was against their best 3 hitters, going Bogarts, Devers, and Martinez, and he dealt with them.
Yeah.
He dealt with them. So, you know what? Credit where credit is due. Dolis is looking a lot better. I trust him a lot more moving forward.
I agree. And now on the Boston side of things, Garrett Richards, 5 innings, 3 earned runs. We didn't destroy him, but we did what we had to do. I'm going to butcher his name. Sawamura. He was wild. He was wild.
He was hurt. He was hurt, for sure.
There was something going on there.
Something was wrong with him. Wild pitches all over the place. Balls everywhere. Walks. Yeah, I think he was hurt, man.
Yeah. Also, shout out Vladimir Guerrero with a stolen base. Like, there was so many little things in this game that built up to that moment. Like the Vladdy stolen base. Also, the Vladdy homer.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The Reese Mcguire at bat.
That was critical,
insane.
man. That was an incredible AB from Reese Mcguire. Maybe some of the best that I've ever seen from him. Matt Barnes comes in, their best closing pitcher, and he is throwing some really nice pitches to Reese Mcguire. Some well-placed heat. Reese is fouling everything back. He's using his eyeball. He's working the count, and he managed to get what was a crucial walk. Maybe one of the most hard-fought walks that I have seen us earn this season.
Yeah, absolutely. Bat flip and everything after he walked. So that was pretty.
It was elite.
Sexy.
It was an elite walk.
It was elite. It was super duper elite. And Barnes loses it again. His second loss to us this season.
Yes.
This series, excuse me. So, wow. We really had his number.
Yeah, man.
He looks exposed.
Exactly, bro. And Springer took care of business, obviously. That was epic. We have our reaction up.
Go check it out, guys.
Go check it out. We got very, very hype. We're very apologetic to our neighbors.
And for those who lost their hearing,
absolutely.
So apologies.
Absolutely. But crazy game, dude. Do you have any other Blue Jays news on this past week?
Yeah. I wanted to just shout out Bo Bichette. If you're wondering where he was, or you maybe missed out on it. He's actually day-to-day with a left shin contusion after fouling that pitch off his shin.
Yeah.
And he was hobbling around a lot. I wouldn't be shocked if he comes back on Monday. Hopefully he does come back.
Or Tuesday,
excuse me, sorry. But he has a shin guard. He needs everyone needs to wear a shin guard, man. Like it's just the most bullshit kind of injury. It's like this is so easily like you can prevent this.
Yes. And you know what? He's learned his lesson now, and all the trainers and the coaches are going to get on him, and he's going to be like, I don't like how it feels.
Nope,
and they're going to say, suck it the hell up, strike out a couple times, and then get back into your rhythm and figure out how to do it. Don't let this get you in your head, dude. It's a shin guard. Put it on. You need it.
Just put it on,
yes,
man.
Exactly.
Like the other day when Vladdy got hit by a pitch and he had it on his wrist. Because he broke his wrist.
Yes.
Or his hand bone or something 2 years ago. Now he wears it. And it saved him all the time. It saved him the other day.
Exactly, man. Put your shin guard on, Bichette.
Yeah, Bichette. That's pretty much it. Everything everybody else knows. But yeah, what a week. What a week, guys.
What a week, dude. Let's finish it off by crowning.
Oh, yeah.
By doing the thing we do every week. Yeah. Crowning this week's Jay of the Week. Okay, my friends, a crazy good week for your Toronto Blue Jays. 6-2 against some tough competition. And this week's Jay of the Week goes to none other than George freaking Springer.
Yeah, baby. Congratulations, George. He could have won Jay of the Week last week, but because of trade deadline, we wanted to do something different. But man, because he actually won.
He did, man.
But this week, 12-33 with 3 home runs. This is messed up. 11 RBIs, 9 runs scored, 2 walks, and obviously that go-ahead 3-run bomb in the 8th inning that won us the game. That was so amazing.
Earn your money. This is an investment well spent, my friends. This is the George Springer we anticipated when we were cracking our sparkling Merlot the second that we got the notification and literally making a video about it for you. But this is so great to see. George is back. He is feeling himself. and he just won his first Jay of the week.
Oh, yeah. Congratulations, George. Honorable mention also to Reese Mcguire, which you're not going to see it on paper, but that one inning where he threw out 2 base runners, I believe it was the 8th inning, and then he saved that one foul ball that was going fair, like such a crucial inning.
Yes.
Amazing work by Reese Mcguire, and as well, that at-bat. That was an amazing at-bat to set up that 3-run homer.
Recognized for sure.
Shout out Wanky.
For real, dude. Yeah, and I've been liking a lot more of what I've been seeing from Wanky Panky behind the plate. So we'll see, man. We'll see what happens when Danny Jansen becomes healthy.
Man, yeah, we got to figure that one out.
Absolutely. Boy. Absolutely. Let's look at what we got going on this next week. Now, I think it's a bit easier.
It's a bit easier, yeah. We're facing the LA Angels, and I know you got all the records there. What's the record?
Yeah, so the LA Angels right now, my friend, they are currently 7 games back from wild card, and they are 56 and 55. Now, their game is happening in the background.
Oh, no, that's over.
Could be over. Okay, so they are 56 and 55 right now. That's going to be interesting. I mean, do we know, is Trout coming back? I haven't really heard anything
I haven't heard anything, really.
Yeah, so,
I mean, maybe if he's back, but, like, I think we have a chance to take these guys, man.
Absolutely. Like, this is one of those things where, like, yes, they are competitive. At the same point, though, if we want to make wild card, we got to be able to beat these guys. It's a 4-game series, is that right?
Yeah, 4-game series. We have a doubleheader on Tuesday.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
We got Steven Matz and Stripling going that day versus 2 dudes. Rodriguez is a guy, I think he's a young guy. He's only played like 3 or 4 starts, but 3.86 ERA for the kid.
Not bad.
Suarez has played a lot, 3.6 ERA as well.
Okay. So some tough competition on the mound.
Yeah, absolutely. And then Wednesday, Thursday. Wednesday, we have Manoah, 2.58. Nice.
Love it.
Versus Bundy. Oh, God. Remember when we thought Bundy was like the answer?
Yeah, he is, to
the LA Angels.
He was the answer.
Yeah.
No. The question has definitely been answered here, and Bundy has been exposed.
6.14 ERA. Disgusting.
Jesus.
And then the huge matchup, which we're going to be going live for on Thursday. So, guys, check it out there. I believe it's at 9 p.m. The game is Barrios versus Ohtani.
That is going to be an exceptional. Yeah, 9:30 I think it is actually. But that's going to be awesome, man. Barrios versus Ohtani. Vlad versus Ohtani. MVP versus MVP. That's going to be really cool, man.
Yeah, so what are you thinking about this series? So obviously, like, we got to beat these, like, non-contenders. They're not contenders in my book.
We have to, dude.
What are you thinking?
I mean, I think that with the momentum that we have right now, we are going to go 3 out of 4. Realistically, it's just a momentum thing for me. I do think that these guys could easily take 2 off of us.
Yeah.
But I'm just feeling that after that Springer bomb, everyone's gonna feel hype on the bus or hype on the plane.
They got a day off.
That's the thing. They got a day off. They're gonna be thinking about how much we want to win right now, and they're gonna deliver the bops to the freaking LA Angels.
Very nice. Yeah, I think I was leaning towards like splitting the series because it's Matt Stripling. You know what I mean? And then like Ohtani, like that's gonna be a tough matchup.
Tough matchup,
you know?
for sure.
So realistically, I'm gonna go 2-2, but like we can totally go 3-1 this series.
Yes.
But I'll go the other side. I'll go 2-2 just to play in the
2-2. Okay. Let's just see what happens. If I'm saying 3-1, you're saying 2-2. Okay. What do we got going on after them?
Then we have another non-contender wild card. Again, Seattle Mariners. Like I don't.
They're still there. We put them in the snorkelers.
Yeah, but they're like back-end snorkelers.
They're back-end snorkelers.
It's like the Yankees and us, man. It's like it's kind of hard to be better than the Yankees and us right now.
Yeah, currently the Seattle Mariners, they are 5 games out of wild card. They're 59 and 54, so above 500. Still, a team.
Yeah.
But we are, I would argue, better than them.
Yeah, we are. We did lose the series last time against them, a 3-game series. We only got 1 of the 3. So we should be looking back to get some revenge. Because on Friday we have Robbie Ray versus Flexen. It should be Flexen at least. They haven't announced it yet. Saturday, Ryu versus Kikuchi. And then Sunday, Mats versus Gilbert. So some pretty even matchups across the board.
Right. I mean, for me, for this, I will once again say that we win this series. We're going to go 2-1 here. I'm feeling good, man. I mean, like, I know it's, I could definitely see us dropping 2 games here as well. But I do just think that we have the winning mentality right now, and we are going to once again distribute the bops to the Seattle Mariners.
I think Seattle. I'm gonna go with the weird route too, so that we kind of end on the same prediction. I'm gonna say we sweep the Mariners. Here's why: because we're out west, and Vancouver, if the vaccinated fans are gonna be able to go down and visit a game down there, so I'm thinking we have that home field mentality down there, and we sweep them just to make up for that loss before. So overall in the week, going 2-2 and then a sweep. I think we're gonna go 5-2.
5-2. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm predicting. That's what I am hoping for, and that's kind of what needs to happen here, my friends. Like we keep saying on this channel, now is the time to win. We're 2.5 games back of wild card still, but we can't be just going like 4-3. Or I mean, 4-3 would be okay.
It's okay.
But the thing is, like New York, Oakland, they're not doing okay. Like, they're going to be doing better than that. So we have to at least keep up and apply the pressure going 5-2.
Yeah, 6-2 last week is a good way to start moving into the next week against some lesser teams. So guys, that is the upcoming week for the Toronto Blue Jays. It is now time for us to predict what the Toronto Blue Jays and folks are going to do. Nick?
Let's spin the freaking wheel.
The spinning fortune, baseball, colorful, future determining, stat analyzing, and it's a wheel that we spin every week.
Okay, my friends, it is time for that wheel. Adam, fill in the folks what happened this past week.
Guys, so it's a little bit of a tough week. So for home runs category, I picked George Springer. I won that with 3. Nick picked Vladdy with 2. So obviously George is just on another level now.
Yes, he is.
For worst Jay, it was interesting because you picked Biggio, who got injured right away. You only played 1 game this week, going 0 for 3. And I picked Grichuk, who actually was like pretty freaking bad, man. Like he was 3 for 16. So 5 strikeouts. But because of that, Biggio, I just gave it to Biggio because he literally didn't get a hit. But we're going to make a new exception for this.
I do think moving forward from here on out, unless a player, this is my suggestion, unless a player gets 10 at-bats, then it should be, the category for that should be null and void.
No, gotcha. I'm
so
down
it's like
for that.
If both people get 10 at-bats, then that's enough of a sample size to go, okay, it's this guy.
I agree. Let's do that.
Let's do that moving forward.
And then for ERA, you won because I picked Ryu, who got destroyed today. And then you picked Barrios, who had a nice 6 innings, 1 earned run.
Yes, love that, Barrios. Love that so you.
It's now 26-23, so it's getting close. It's getting close.
Yeah, Team Nick, we're clawing our way.
All right, let's spin the wheel.
Let's spin the wheel.
It's my week now, so I'm going to pick twice.
Okay, stay away from the bonus players, Nicky.
Let's go.
Stay away from the bonus players.
Give it to me. Oh, it's coming. No, it's gone. It's gone. Total bases. Very interesting.
This category.
Interesting. This is a really interesting category. Now that with Bo Bichette is being injured kind of day to day, like that's a little bit risky for me. You know what? I'm gonna let you. Do I want to let you go first? Yeah, I'll let you go first. Go first. Go ahead.
Okay, total bases. I cannot ignore how hot he has been.
Yeah.
Therefore, George Springer will be my guy this week. He's on another level. Feels safe.
Yeah, absolutely. There was someone who hit a buckload of doubles. I think it was Simeon. But I'm gonna go with Vlad right now.
Hoping that he breaks out of the slump a little bit.
Now that he's on the road and away from the pressure of Rogers Center, I think that he'll have a good stretch this week.
Very reasonable, man. Very reasonable. Let's see what the next category is gonna be.
Here we go. Go. Oh, it's coming. Worst Jay. Okay.
Jay.
So again, this one definitely will apply. Oh, it's falling. So I have to go first on this one. That sucks. Who even plays in the bottom half of our lineup now? It's so inconsistent. Honestly, I'm gonna go Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair, man. He has definitely been struggling out there.
I wanted to pick him last week and I didn't because I was hoping. But.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I really want him to break out of this thing. Yeah, I mean, I do think that I'm just hoping that Gritchick gets enough playing time. But
yeah, he had 16 at bats this week, so
I'll go Gritchick then.
Yeah,
I'll go Gritch. That seems like a reasonable. Could go either way on that one.
Could go either one. All right, give me a nice easy one.
Category.
Give me one like hits. So I can spread my wealth.
It's gearing us up for one of two things: very
depressing
hits or an extremely
Paper 9. All right.
Interesting, bro.
All right, very interesting.
Take a look at the matchups. Who do we have going against who?
Ray's going against the Mariners. Ryu's going against the Mariners. Matt's against both teams. Stripling, Manoa, and Barrios against the Angels. I'm obviously going to go Robbie Ray because that's
that is pretty reasonable, dude. That is pretty reasonable. Paper 9.
You can even go bullpen if you
I was thinking about potentially a Jordan Romano. I was thinking about that. You know, like that would be. I don't think
that's a solid choice.
Don't think that's a bad option. Yeah, you know what? Sign me up for a Jordan Romano.
Okay.
Sign me up for a bullpen.
That's
exciting. He gets like 2-3 outings. Picks up like 4 strikeouts.
Oh yeah,
totally.
Easy. Guys, that is the wheel, and that is the Blue Jays Today Show. We forgot our show name.
That's the one, dude. Blue Jays Today Show.
Blue Jays Today Show, guys. We do this every single Monday, so thank y'all for tuning in and enjoying the momentum. It's so good.
It is so good,
feels so good.
It is so good. It's just it's gearing us up for one of two things.
Oh,
a
no.
very depressing
Don't
heartbreak
say it.
if we miss or an extremely exciting comeback story if we are capable of making it into the wild card.
Extremely.
So please, guys, comment down below which one you think is going to happen. I also want to know, who do you think is going to win this week? Team Nick, Team Adam,
Honestly,
what do you got?
I like your lineup this week. I like it.
It's pretty close on. Yeah, it's close on both of them, I think. So
slowly chipping me away.
Slowly chipping you away, bro.
Damn it.
I'm the Toronto Blue Jays right now.
Yeah,
You're the evil empire of the Yankees.
Yankees. Well, or maybe Rays or Boston. Boston seems like a more of an example right now.
That seems good. That seems good.
Guys, you can also check us out on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Anchor, Radio Public, and Breaker. Also, check us out on our Instagram, Twitter, and our TikTok. And guys, this video is brought to you by Monkey Knife Fight and Manscaped. Use the code TodayJays and you can get discounts on everything that you saw throughout this video. Like, for real, dudes, it really helps us out, so we really do appreciate that.
Yes.
Also, guys, $3 a month, you become a Patreon. Shout out and thank you to all of our current Patreons right here. You guys keep us going. If you become a Patreon, you can call into our Wine on Wines, which we're actually not going to have this week. So next week, we're definitely going to have it. So guys, stay tuned for that.
Totally.
And yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning in today.
And
go Jays, go!